Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and please do not forget to like and subscribe, thank you. More than a key. Kim Go-eun breaks down in tears of gratitude as Lee Min-ho gives her the most heartfelt surprise of her life, a house key wrapped in forever. This isn't just a gift. It's the proof that I am loved, understood, and truly seen, she says through her tears. Seoul, South Korea, love doesn't always arrive with fireworks and fanfare. Sometimes, it walks in quietly, with a golden key in one hand and a heart full of promises in the other. And for beloved actress Kim Go-eun, this truth became a lived experience when her partner, South Korea's cherished superstar Lee Min-ho, gave her a gift so deeply emotional, so personal and unexpected that it brought her to her knees, not in disbelief, but in overwhelming gratitude. This is not just a story of a house, or even a grand gesture. This is a story of deep listening, unwavering love, and the quiet, beautiful magic that happens when one person sees another fully and completely. When one heart says to another, "You belong here. You always have." The moment began in silence. Kim Go-eun, busy with filming, exhausted from days of back-to-back commitments, was looking forward to a quiet evening with Lee Min-ho. He had invited her out, telling her only, "Wear something comfortable. You'll want to remember this night." She assumed it was another sweet dinner or perhaps a short getaway. Something simple, as he often knew how to create meaning in the most unexpected moments. But what awaited her was anything but ordinary. Driven through winding roads that led to the outskirts of Seoul, Kim Go-eun began to suspect something was different when she noticed how quiet her usually talkative driver had become. When she stepped out of the car, what she saw before her stopped her heart. A brand new house, gleaming softly in the moonlight, its windows glowing warmly, its garden adorned in soft petals, lanterns floating in the air like whispered dreams. It felt like walking into a fairy tale. But she didn't yet know the story's climax. At the center of the garden stood Lee Min-ho, elegant, calm, radiant with quiet pride. In his hand, a small velvet box. Kim Go-eun, unsure of what she was about to receive, walked toward him slowly. As she approached, Lee Min-ho opened the box to reveal a single golden key, polished, delicate, gleaming like hope under the stars. Her breath caught. Then he handed her a folded note. Trembling, she opened it. "This is not just a key," the letter read. "It's a promise. It's a door to 1,000 sunrises with you. It's the sound of laughter that will fill these walls. It's our forever, in one tiny piece of metal. Welcome home, my love." Go-eun didn't speak. She couldn't. Her knees buckled slightly, and she held onto his shoulder to steady herself. The tears came like rain, soft at first, then unstoppable. Clutching the key to her chest, she looked at him, eyes glistening, her lips quivering. "Why would you do something so big for me?" she whispered. Lee Min-ho smiled gently and said, "Because you're the biggest thing that's ever happened to my heart." What followed was not a public declaration or a performance for the cameras. It was real, private, sacred. The two stood hand in hand, and Lee Min-ho walked her into the house for the very first time. Every room was designed with her in mind. The living room had a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf, just like the one she had described loving in her childhood home. The kitchen had her favorite tea selection waiting on the counter. The master bedroom was painted in soft cream and peach tones, colors she once said reminded her of summer mornings in her grandmother's village. On the rooftop, a garden, filled with lavender and peonies, two of her favorite flowers. And in the corner of that rooftop, a single rocking chair, facing the sunset. "For the days when you want to sit in silence," Min-ho said. "I remembered you said silence feels like home when it's shared with someone you love." That was the moment her knees gave out again. Not from shock, but from pure emotional release. She sat on the floor of their future home, crying openly, her voice breaking as she said over and over, "Thank you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for loving me like this." In the days that followed, Kim Go-eun didn't keep the story to herself. She wanted the world to know, not to boast, but to show that love, real love, still exists. That someone out there will not only love you, But listen, remember, and build a home not just made of walls, but of understanding. In an emotional public message, she shared, "This isn't about the house. It's not about the key. It's about what it represents." Lee Min-ho saw my heart.
He remembered things I said in passing.
He heard the parts of me I didn't even know I had shared out loud. And he turned them into walls and windows, into warmth and safety. That is love. This key will never just be metal to me. It is memory. It is meaning. It is Min-ho saying, "You matter enough for me to build you a world." The nation responded. Fans around the globe cried, tweeted, reposted. Social media exploded with emotional messages. One fan wrote, "This isn't a love story. This is a legacy of tenderness. They don't just love each other, they honor each other." Another said, "Lee Min-ho didn't just gift her a key. He gave her a home, a safe space, and 1,000 tomorrows." And she appreciated it with the sincerity of a woman who knows how rare that kind of love is. And through it all, Kim Go-eun's gratitude remained the brightest light. Even in private, those close to her say she now carries the key around her neck on a delicate gold chain. She touches it during interviews, gazes at it when she's alone, and smiles whenever someone mentions the word home. In a soft-spoken interview days later, when asked how she felt about the gift, she replied with tear-filled eyes, "I didn't know how deeply I needed to be seen until he showed me that he'd been watching all along. Not watching with his eyes, but with his heart. I'll never forget this moment for as long as I live. He didn't just give me a house. He gave me the most meaningful gift I've ever received, the feeling that I truly belong." And so, a simple key became a symbol for something so rare in this world, a love that listens, a heart that remembers, and a future that's already home.